All right, everybody, the Metal Block coming back at you once again. Loving it, loving you. Thanks for coming. Thanks for checking out the show. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff that you do. Go to the social medias, check out Brando.
Don't
Send
do
us an
it.
email.
Don't do it.
He said no. He said no.
Don't do it.
No.
Get enough emails at work. I don't want that shit at home.
Oh, so right, man. Way too many emails at work. But just metalblocktalks@gmail.com. Speaking of the emails, if you want to give us some ideas for a show, tell us what you liked about what we did or what you didn't like. You know, we like hearing from you. So give us a shout out one way or another. And on we go tonight. What are we going to talk about? Well, of course, everybody, some more brutal metal. If you tuned in, you're really, really, really going to like this band, especially if you've watched some of the shows in the past and you know the kind of music that we're usually putting up and whatnot. So super heavy, super brutal. And tonight we have medical negligence.
Oh yeah, guys, how's it going, man?
So we have Bitzer with us tonight. And hey, man, say what's up to everybody, what you do with the band.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Bitzer from Medical Negligence from Guadalajara, Mexico. I play the guitar and I do all the management with the band.
I thought, you
Awesome.
know, you've been like, what was it, your band? Like, was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like your
I start.
idea?
Yeah, I start. Well, we Agustin and I, the singer, we used to have a band in the past, and we had a lot of problems, like all the bands they have.
Uh,
And we we finished that band, and I wanted to keep playing, like, dude, I felt like dude, I need to keep this shit. So I told Agustin if he wants to join the band, and he say no at the first time. So the first two rehearsals were just me and the other random guys that played. And at the second, third rehearsal, something like that, Agustin said, like, dude, can I play the bass? And I was like, fuck yeah, dude. So years pass and all the shit, and then Agustin became the singer again. So yeah, but yeah, I started the band like with Agustin.
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome. I just had seen that, you know, you were there since the very beginning. And so I was
yeah.
like, hey, since we're hanging out with him tonight, you know, probably, you know, one of the founding fathers, which is super
Thank
awesome.
you, man. Yes,
I always love it. You know, we've had a mix of everything on the show, and each one has been super cool in its own regard. You know, I think Atoll, whenever we had Atoll on here, you know,
yeah,
some of them were in different locations from even where they were originally founded, and we still had a freaking
yes,
blast on that show. So I know it doesn't matter, but I'm always super curious, you know what I mean?
yeah. Of
And
course, yes.
and yeah, so looking real forward to getting to know you, to getting to know more about the band. Super stoked a little bit I've got to check out over the last few days, and just
Oh
really
yeah,
try to dig in and make sure that I was fresh minded. And you know, everybody out there, this is really exciting. So I hope you enjoy it.
yeah, man.
And
Thank you,
I
dude.
think as I always like to say, this is my little bit of Spanish that I know is you know, whenever I'm trying to say, all right, let's go, I always say, orale, you know.
Orale, bro. Let's do it.
Let's
Yeah,
do
man,
it, right?
dude. I fucking love these kind of spaces to talk with other people about the band, because I know all the media, you guys do a lot of fucking work for the bands, for independent band like us, dude. Metal couldn't exist without these kind of uh things, like podcasts and interviews and shit, dude, because that is the way. It's the new fanzines, like the fanzines from the new era. So dude, it's definitely a fucking great tool to have, you guys. Thank you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, we're just as excited, and you know, hope that medical negligence gets some more freaking fans out of this thing, and you
Yeah,
guys
dude, I
start
hope, man.
traveling all over the place, man. You guys are a
Yeah,
little bit further south, down in Jalisco. That's
yeah,
the state down there, right? That
yeah.
Guadalajara's in.
We're from Guadalajara, Jalisco. That's more in the south. It's kind of in the center of the country.
I was gonna say it's not, yeah, but
It's not in
it's in
the
the
south.
skinnier part.
Yeah, but it's more. It's almost near. It's like 4 hours away to the ocean. So it's not that far from the ocean.
So whenever, oh gosh, it's been some years ago, but one of the places I went whenever I went down to Mexico was Puerto Vallarta,
Oh,
and
dude, that is
that's
that is that is really close from here, like 3 hours with a new highway.
Yeah,
yeah,
oh, okay, that's awesome. Well, yeah, we had a lot of fun whenever we were down there. That was real cool. And we even weaved
hell yeah,
through the
dude.
mountains. I say the mountains. There was some little like
Yeah,
big elevation changes right there along the ocean. And I remember like getting in the car, like this was one of my adventures, is we went off of the resort. I got in a car, wasn't even like an actual taxi. And this guy, we're like, take us to get some real seafood. And this guy like wiggles
yeah,
us around. I remember he took us through like some little village up in there because there were like chickens crossing the road. He had to like stop and let the chickens cross the road. And then he weaved up the mountain
Wait,
just a little bit
wait,
further.
wait! Don't go any further. I want to know, why did they cross the road?
dude.
Hey, everybody
God.
out there, tell Brando the answer to that joke. You know,
Why'd the
he,
chickens cross the road?
yeah, I always heard it as chicken. So now we're in chicken. So I might not know the answer to this one. There might have
Yeah,
actually been a reason for more than one, but the seafood was bomb. The
yeah,
seafood was
dude.
bomb. He
Dude,
did not let us
totally actually
down.
sick, dude.
I remember thinking, where is he taking us? And he took us to an awesome place that had a great view. And I remember thinking, I don't know if we have enough money to get out of here.
Yeah.
Barely. We had barely enough to get out of there.
Not,
Yeah,
not gonna lie, Bitzer, that's not the direction I thought the story was going. I really thought he was gonna say they ended up having some chicken for dinner.
yeah,
Mm-mm.
yeah. I
No,
know.
Mm.
no.
I figured. I figured.
Yeah.
It was misleading. That's why I was saying I was
Yeah.
confused. But once we got there, I was like, dude took us to a legit bomb spot like that none of the other tourists are at right now.
Yeah.
Like this
Fuck
is
yeah,
something
dude.
special. So anyway, had a great memory there in Jalisco, and hopefully someday I get to go back. And before I
Dude,
talk
please.
too much, Brando, let's talk some metal, buddy.
No, I don't want to. I want to talk about chickens.
Now we're gonna talking about how KFC it's made.
Okay, yes, that's kind of
Oh,
metal. I mean,
they
That's
cut all
the
their heads off.
topic. Yeah.
strung up by their feet. Cool. All right, Bitzer man. So we like to start off with getting to hear how you got into metal music, and then kind of how that led into you playing metal music and being in a band. So we call this the origin story. We want to hear your metal origin story. So lay it
Oh,
on
dude.
us, man. How'd you get into metal?
Thank you for asking me that, because I fucking love talking about the bands I love, dude. Dude, so I think the first metal band I listened like for real was Iron Maiden. I think everyone started for that, you know? And Iron Maiden is one of my favorite fucking bands in the world, dude. I love them. Uh I remember that when I was a kid, my grandma gave me a Kiss album. When I was in 5th grade, and dude, I was a fucking kid. I had 10 years or something like that. But yeah, it was a Kiss album with the greatest hits and all that shit, you know. And dude, I fucking love Gene Simmons. All the demon shit on the blood. I was like, dude, what the fuck is that? Like, that's fucking insane, dude. And my mom hated, dude. But then when I started studying high school, I met a guy, a random guy that was my neighbor, and the guy started introduced me to these grindcore bands. So all the trash bands, all the black metal, all the death metal era, I just jump it. I just I just skip all that part and get into the fucking grindcore and porno gore shit and porno grind and all that nasty ass shit that I hate it. But dude, I started listening to that bands, and I went to Obscene Extreme America when the fest came out in Mexico in 2013. So I saw a lot of death metal bands there. Dying Fetus played, Phobia played, Napalm Death played, Macabre played. So I start getting into death metal, dude, and I was yeah I think I was in elementary school or high school something. I can't remember, but a random guy in my classroom used to have a band. He played the drums in a band, and I used to have classes guitar, you know. So I started learning guitar with actually one of my other neighbors. But nothing on the metal and nothing serious, you know. Just a little kid with a small guitar playing stupid shit and trying to play Black Sabbath or something like that, you know. And then this random guy in my school say like, dude, you have a guitar, right? Like you should go to one of our rehearsals and try to play something. And I'm like, dude, I don't play shit, dude. I don't want to go and make the fucking making jokes, dude, trying to play with a band, because for me it was, dude, that's a band. They should have songs already or something. But they didn't have anything. But um yeah, this guy invited me to the band. I went, and a couple of years later, I invite Agustin to that band. So I start playing in the band like right away. I didn't have any cover band. I didn't play any songs like covers or something. I didn't. I just start playing something that was in my mind. So I'm not good playing covers. Those covers from Cannibal Corpse on the album were a fucking pain in the ass for me, dude. Like, dude, I just can't. It's so difficult for me, man.
I was about to bring it up whenever, or not about to cut you off, but since you brought it up, I was going to be like, but you guys did the covers, man.
Yeah, dude. One of the songs, I can't remember if it's, I think it's Addicted to Vaginal Skin. The solo from that song, I was supposed to play it, but Diego, he wasn't in the band on that time, but Diego is in the band right now, and he played that solo because I was like, dude, I can't, dude. I just fucking can't with this cover, man. I hate playing covers, but I fucking love Cannibal Corpse, so we make that tribute. But yeah, so I start playing in a band like right away when I was in high school, and these guys, we used to call Perro Negro. It was like a groove metal band. It was weird. But then one day we play in the school actually, and that day Cannibal Corpse played in my town. So we play, and all the band we went to go and see Cannibal Corpse. And I think that was the change for everyone, dude. Like, we should play death metal, and we start playing that. So yeah, I think that was my, like, my starting the metal. Like my history on metal.
Dude, that's so awesome. So first comment that I'm going to say is I was singing Number of the Beast, Run to the Hills,
Yeah.
and Hallowed Be Thy Name to my wife before the show. I was just going, run to the
Yeah,
hills,
yeah, dude.
run for your
Dude,
life. So,
dude,
yes.
yeah. Iron Maiden changed my fucking life, dude. It's that band just changed all the game for me, dude.
So I didn't find them first whenever it comes to my metal, like your kind of story is because
Yeah.
I found like new metal, and then new metal took me heavier, and then I kind of went backwards
Back.
almost in
Yeah.
time and found like a lot of the good bands that inspired, what brought us to that point so far. And it mostly for Maiden when I started playing the bass. That's whenever I
Oh
started really
yeah,
listening and hearing
dude.
Maiden, and to this
Dude,
day,
Steve
Mr.
Harris is the
Steve
master.
Harris, dude.
Yeah, Steve Harris is the master, dude. Dude, I just saw a video from one of the shows they had this year with a new drummer that I didn't like it so much, but dude, Steve Harris is the fucking man, dude. He play insane the bass, and it's just awesome, dude. I just fucking love it.
He can like just play like the same note even,
Yeah,
but just the rhythm that he'll play behind that same note. Cause like
yeah,
even Number of the Beast is like and it's like, but he
yeah.
just sits and rides that note for like ever. But he's just ta 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 ta, and he's even playing it not just that, but those are like his hits. Anyway, man, whole podcast about Iron freaking Maiden.
Yeah, dude, we,
No
we, we could
doubt.
talk about that for the whole night.
All night
Yeah.
long, man. Actually, that is even what got me into Cradle of Filth. What's funny is because Cradle of
Oh,
Filth
because of the
had
cover.
the cover. And
Yeah.
then I was like, whoa, they made that sound cool. And then so I started listening to more and more black metal even. So it was like jumped around for me, but Maiden was there and they were important. So, and also once again, everybody, I want you to take note for those of you who've been listening to a lot of the episodes.
Grandma.
Grandma,
Yep.
she's always coming in and showing us heavy metal, whether she meant to or
Dude,
not.
dude, that's weird, but yeah, I mean, like, she passed away a couple of years back, but dude, she
Sorry,
was
man.
into music, man. Like, dude, fucking insane shit, dude. Like, I mean, the music wasn't like metal. I think the most heavy shit was Kiss, but dude, that was the start, you know? That was a fucking demon spitting fucking blood on stage, dude. And dude, that's metal, man. I don't give a fuck about anything, dude. That's
And
metal. That's so metal.
grandma's freaking hardcore, man, because she lived through the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
I always say my grandma, man, she's true freaking like pioneer woman. She was like, she can make you like, not me, but she could make dresses. She could make clothes. She could make all sorts. I remember my mom saying that she made her prom dress, and I was like, no way in the freaking world. Any girls today, they'd be like,
Yeah.
you are not making my prom dress. I want one
Yeah.
that's brand new.
Yeah.
Brandon's gonna find out.
Yeah, I am about. Yeah,
Not about to. You got some time, but anyway, man, awesome. Love hearing the stories. Love hearing about Maiden. Love hearing about Grandma. So,
Yeah, I know.
uh, awesome, bro.
hell
Yeah.
yeah. So, all right, Bitzer, tell us about medical negligence. So, how did medical negligence really come to be? And like, tell us a little bit about, getting to where you are now.
Okay. So the band started in 2016. We the plan was to play gore grind. That was the plan. Like we want a gore grind band. I think that's one of the reasons the band calls medical negligence, because he's more in that, like more in the gore grind scene and shit. But
Yeah, like uh from just the imagery and stuff, I think of exhumed, impaled,
yes,
you know,
exactly.
um cartilage, right? I think
Carlos
that's
is
the
like,
band.
dude.
Right, I think it's cartilage. They just put out an EP this year, I think, right? But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, and it's
So
awesome.
along those lines, and I mean, well, you hit it on the nail on the head with the tone of your songs and shit. You guys you doing it. So good job.
Thank you.
Keep going. All right. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
So we the plan was to play gore grind. Of course, that didn't happen that well. Because I fucking love death metal, and Agustin loves hardcore, and the other guys that played in the band in the past loves death metal too, and we start mixing all the shit, and we agreed that if we wanted to play black metal, we were gonna play black metal. If we want to play a riff, black metal riff, we're gonna play a black metal riff. If we want to play a new metal riff, we're gonna play a new metal riff. We don't give a fuck about anything, and we're gonna create our own music. Because if we thought like, oh, we should keep just that metal, or we should play just hardcore or gore grind, you just don't evolve your shit, and you just grow. You just don't grow, So yeah, so I think that's one of the reasons that the band is kind of weird. And but yeah, the band started in 2016, and at the early of the next of the year after that, we start touring in Mexico. We had a friend. You asked me about the labels, and we have a friend that has labels here in Mexico. But the labels here in Mexico, the metal labels here in Mexico, are not really labels. Well, yes and no, because there's a big one, Concreto Records, that is a label. That's a label. But the underground label are not labels, because they don't have the all the structure to help the bands, so
Money.
mm, not just money.
Connections.
Exactly, it's not just
Mhm.
money, because for example, this guy, his name is Leonardo, and Leo helped us to release our first album. He paid for the whole print of the album, and but the album is still in his storage, because I think that label doesn't have the whole connection to distribute all the music and like sell the album, So that's why the band keeps in Mexico, because they don't have the connections to send it to, I don't know, like Maggot Stomp or whatever. I don't know, So they don't have all those connections in Mexico. So those labels are more like distribution labels for me, because they just print the album. So that label, Death Penalty Records and Gore Cannibal Records, those two records, two labels, sorry, help us with the first album. That's why you saw it on Bandcamp, and that's why you saw it on Spotify or something on our social media, because they help us with the print of the album, and they still have copies from the first album. But with the second one, we didn't use any label. We just released the album independent, and we actually don't have any like physical copies. Well, yes and no, because we have a friend in California that printed 100 copies from that album. But I just give it away. I give a copy to the Brujeria guys and the Cannibal Corpse guys when we play with them in Colombia. And yeah. But yeah, the band started touring in 2017, and we released our first album on that year too. We released an album, just an album, no singles, just the album, you know. And I think that helped us a lot, because not all the bands release an album like just for the first thing, you know, like they drop a song and then another one and then an EP or something like that. But an album with 10 new songs, it's kind of weird. So yeah,
That's old school, man. That's old
yeah, that's
school is
old
what
school.
that
Yeah,
is.
and we had the physical copies from that album, so I was like, yeah, we have an album. But then all the things happen, and we start using all our social medias, and the gore grind scene wasn't very happy. So, because the gore grind is an underground scene, you know, the gore grind shit is underground. They don't use any social media, so no contact. We're just playing because we love it, and they don't use all this marketing that all the bands needs to use to grow. So when we start using those tools like social media and campaigns on Facebook, or even uploading our music to digital platforms, we were rejected from that scene from gore grind in Mexico. So we start playing with another bands. We play with Nargaroth, and that was weird because, dude, Nargaroth is a black metal band, like a fucking straight metal black metal band, you know. So when we play with them, a lot of guys in the crowd was like, dude, what the fuck? Why these guys are playing with a black metal band? These guys play fucking gore grind. Why? And that's why, like, it's kind of weird for us, like, getting in the crowds. But yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, dude, if we want to play hardcore, we play hardcore. If we want to play black metal, we're gonna play black metal. That's why we play with fucking Rotting Christ and fucking Suffocation in the same week, you know. So it's fucking amazing. And the band, it's going great, man. I mean, like, from the last few years, we released that album, Evil. That was 6 years ago, almost 6 years ago. We were working on the new album. Dude, I'm fucking boiling for the new album, dude. Like, for real, I can wait. We have a couple of songs for the next year, and yeah, we use a lot of digital platforms, especially on Spotify. That I know Spotify sucks, but it's the fucking tool, you know. I just can't deal with that. So um yeah, that's long story short from the band, I guess.
Well, I'm glad that you guys chose not to limit yourself by sticking into, I don't know, like a box,
Yeah.
because I think whenever you allow yourself to, just write whatever you want to write, your box will form around you. And then, like you said, this is my box, and I'm in here. And so, uh, but to like define yourself before you've even like allowed yourself to write or create is, I don't want to say not wise, because I think that there's probably lots of people that can be successful doing that, right? You have gimmick
It's
bands,
limiting.
but it's limiting,
It's very
right? And
Yeah.
restrictive, you
it
know,
it
on the creative process.
yeah, it's just going to be a totally different way to go about, trying to be successful, doing what you're doing. And not just that, like being passionate about what you're doing too. So, I think, staying true to yourself allows you to, actually write something that, you can be proud of. And then
Yes.
whenever people like it at the end of the day, it's just like, your creation is,
And
more and bigger than you ever maybe could have even imagined. It's all because you didn't like keep yourself in a framework. You said, let's plant the seed and let it grow, as I've said before.
yes, and it's all a chain, man. Like, if you fucking love your shit, I mean, I'm really proud with the band. I like the songs. and I fucking love playing, dude. So I think y- that I think the band communicates that on the live show. Um, we just played LA in September. That was our first US show, and I play in the US with
That's
the other band.
awesome.
I play in the US with Unidad Trauma and with the other band we have, Scum Portal, but would never play the US with Medical Negligence. So we played LA, we played Pomona, we played Tijuana, and dude, those shows were amazing, dude. And a lot of people told us that the band communicates a lot of energy on the stage. So I think that's the way, like if you enjoy your shit, the people will enjoy it. Even if even if you fucking suck, dude. Even if you suck, dude. If you fucking enjoy it, dude, the people will enjoy it too, man. They don't give a
Oh,
fuck, dude. The
I
crowd,
love that.
crowd the crowd doesn't know anything about chords or strings or notes or rhythm or whatever the fuck. They don't give a fuck, dude. They just wanna enjoy the music, dude, and enjoy your shit, dude. And metalheads don't give a fuck, dude. So, dude, I mean, like, I'm not saying this in a bad way. Of course, I'm saying like, dude, we just want to listen to fucking sick riffs. I don't care if you play good or no. Just play the fucking riff. So I think that's the essence of metal and the fucking thing. So if you enjoy it, the people will enjoy it too.
I love that. Well,
Yeah.
well said. That's great.
Yeah, hell yeah,
Yeah,
man. Yeah. I mean,
definitely.
you can see a lot of big bands and a lot of big musicians that doesn't play really well, and but that doesn't matter. That we don't play metal because we play well. We play metal because we fucking love it, dude. Because we fucking love schools and we fucking love ghosts and blood and guts and blah blah blah. That's why we play metal. We don't play metal because we're nice, dude. Go play fucking jazz if you want to be a good musician, man. And I mean, I'm saying this in a fucking lovely way, cause dude, there's amazing musicians in metal, and it's a really extreme and difficult genre to play. So I'm not saying this in a bad way, of course. But yeah, dude, it's like it's more about the energy than the technique. I think the feeling.
I think for live, you're absolutely right. Um, I've often, set up and seen bands that play amazing, but they're not exciting, and vice versa. Um, so, if you can bring it on stage, most definitely. And we've even talked on the show before about how whenever you get into this really level of technicality, you're almost not playing for the average person anymore. You're playing for other musicians because
Oh yeah.
they're really the only ones that are going to understand what you're doing
Oh yeah.
here or what you're doing there. Because,
Yeah.
like you said, everybody else, they're just there to feel the rhythm, feel the groove, have a good
Sure.
time, and rock out while they're doing it. And so, I think you're onto something with that.
Yeah, of
It's
course, dude. Like,
definitely true.
yeah, yeah. I mean, like bands like I don't know, the example that came to my mind. It's Animals as Leaders. That kind of bands is like I mean, I like it, but I saw it live a couple of times, and I'm like, dude, I just don't feel it, man. It's too complicated for a live show. So I mean, I just don't feel the band. I'm watching them and say like, dude, you guys are fucking sick, but I don't feel the band. I just don't connect with the band. So, for example, I mean.
I could see that. I mean, it's actually a good example, of a type of band that you would love to listen to on record, but maybe seeing them live, they're not like
Yeah.
Brandon. Whenever we went to Albuquerque and we saw Cannibal Corpse and that unknown band that opened for them, and after that unknown band that had all this energy, whose name ended up being Cephalic Carnage,
Yeah,
and we realized real quick, we were like, who are these freaking guys? Like, those guys are going to like break a leg jumping off those amps and doing all that stuff. And I think, we were so impressed with the set. We obviously at that time we didn't know the songs anyway, so there wasn't a single song that we saw live that was familiar to us.
yeah,
So we got to learn the band, enjoy the band, and a lot of that was by seeing their energy. I mean, we were both looking at each other like, who the hell is this? And been a fan of theirs ever since. You know, at least going back
Yep.
to that time period, most definitely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, a lot of times happened that like I just well, my friends went to the Cannibal Corpse shows in San Diego, and that's these last tour they have. And they say that Fulci, they play fucking better than Cannibal Corpse. Like, dude, these guys have a lot of energy, and Cannibal Corpse is sick, but they're all guys playing death metal right now, and I fucking love Cannibal Corpse. If please, dude, I'm saying this in a good way. Please, dude, I fucking love Cannibal Corpse. Dude.
All
But
fair.
yeah,
We love them too. We love them
like,
too.
dude, it is what it is. You know, like the energy. I mean, like bands like Municipal Waste or something like that. It's not like the same energy as bands like Morbid Angel. I mean, Morbid Angel have existed for 30 years, and Cannibal Corpse is the same history, probably fucking more. So, it's like if you saw the new bands with new energy and all this shit, of course, it's like, oh my god, what the hell is this? You know, like this band that with weird name that I love, Sanguisugabog. Dude, that band, I saw them in Sound and Fury in LA last year, and I was impressed, dude. Like, dude, these fucking guys. Oh my god, dude. Awesome show, dude. So as it's like this new era from that metal, it's fucking sick.
Yeah, they just put out a new album like a couple weeks
Yeah.
ago, Halloween
Yeah, with
or right
Travis from
before that.
Public
It's
Habitation and shit.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And what was it last year? You know, you mentioned is it Fulci or Fulci? I don't know. You know, but
Yeah.
they've been touring a bunch lately, and I know they're from Italy, and like they've
Yeah.
got this kind of old school, sort of also
Yeah.
retro vibe to them,
I love
uh,
it.
like kind of like, was it Bongzilla's recent one's got like a retro vibe to it, and like I kind of put them up there like the 200 Stab Wounds style
Dude,
of death metal, you know, like it's
that's another
cool.
band, dude. 200 Stab Ones, dude. I love that band, dude.
Oh my god, they are off the charts live. They
Dude,
are
it's
so cool
awesome, dude.
live.
It's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's like that is exact combination I want in them in my band. Like this is fucking hardcore riffs with a death metal vocals and fucking drums, dude. Fucking sick band, dude. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
'Cause- And they are like the new era. But I remember touring with the guys from Party Cannon. And we toured together in 2020, 2023. Yeah,
Did you say
2023.
with Party Cannon?
Yeah, we toured together with the
Yeah.
other guys with Unidot Trauma, and
Nice.
we were talking about that band, 200 Stab Wounds, and this guy Daryl, the singer, said like, "Dude, that band sucks because it's like new metal with death metal. I just don't like it." And I was like, "Dude, that's because you're a fucking true guy, dude. That's because you fucking love true death metal. But this is the fucking new generation of that, dude." Awesome shit, dude. I fucking love 200 Stab Ones, man. I love it. Fucking love it.
I dig it. I'm old school
Yeah.
death metal. I mean, me being just like really whenever I go out to all these different genres and listen to them, but what I find myself going back to the most is death metal or black metal. Those seem to be the two that I gravitate toward. And then, you know, sometimes like maybe not like the gore grind as much, but I love grindcore, like the earlier grindcore bands like Nasum.
Yeah.
Pig Destroyer. Actually, whenever you guys were talking about the album art, one of the things I saw in y'all's album art is whenever I was looking at it, and it was like, at least of the recent EP that you guys had put out. And you guys put out that EP, was it in 2024? Is that when that
Yeah.
was? So it was
Dude.
that came out. So for everybody out there, the EP we're talking about is Desecrating the Tomb. And
Yes.
so that EP came out in 2024, and the artwork where I was going is I immediately did think of like a Cannibal Corpse style artwork whenever I saw it. But whenever I like kind of asked myself, well, who else does this remind me of, the goriness of it? I immediately thought of Pig Destroyer, where in
Oh.
Prowler in the Yard, he's cutting off his leg, I
Oh,
think,
yeah.
with that little like saw. And I mean, I know it's not even the same colors. I know it's not, you know, the
Yes.
same
No, of course,
even,
but I get it.
but that was the imagery that I thought of whenever I thought of but who else, and I thought of that. And so it was interesting whenever you brought up the grindcore, even to a sense, me being a little bit old school grindcore, you know, I was like, okay, I
Yeah.
can kind of make like all this connection. And it even still goes back to what you were saying earlier, that like, you know, we're influenced from different genres of metal so that we could
Yeah, totally.
be who medical negligence is right now. So
Yeah, totally, man. I
yeah.
mean, like, with the band, we, as I said, like, I fucking love death metal, and Agustin loves hardcore, so we mix a lot of that. And with that cover from Desecrating the Tomb, we ask Nev. Nev is the designer from all the shit. He made a logo and all the artworks. He draw everything. He's the man, dude. Gruesome Graphx. Please check them out, dude. Cause dude, Nev is the man, and the artwork is sick. And
Is that what it's called? Gruesome Graphics?
Gruesome Graphs.
And
Yeah.
and his name's Nev,
His
N-E-V.
name is Nev, Nev, yes.
All right, I'll try to look for it and I'll try to tag
Dude,
it down there for everybody.
dude, yeah, please, because Nev is the fucking man. I'm always trying to buy art from him because he made the sickest art on this shit, dude. Travis from Cattle Decapitation asked him to remake the cattle logo. So he made the cattle logo. He made Broken Hope designs. He's a fucking man, and he works with a lot of underground bands, and he's a true guy, dude. He's a fucking true metal man, and I fucking love Nav, man. And we asked him like, dude, we are gonna do 2 Cannibal Corpse covers, and we want to do the same artwork from the cover but with our version. And he said like, dude, I don't want to be like rude, but I don't want to draw like naked guys or something, so we can make this in sword version. And I was like, dude, let's make this in sword version and kill the fucking guy from the back. So that cover, it's the censored version from the Tomb of the Mutilated album too. So it's sick, dude. I mean, Nev is a man. Nev is a man, dude.
I love the creative influence though. You know,
Yeah.
most
Yeah, yeah.
definitely. Artwork is so important, and having an artist that you can trust and that you really like their stuff and you can throw them
Oh,
an
yeah.
idea and then they're going to bring you something beautiful back that you're going to be like, I it couldn't have been better in my dreams, you know. And
Yeah.
so that's always awesome, and I love the artists out there, you know. One of these days we talk about being able to get an artist on a show. I'd really like to do that, but we haven't yet. But that's still such a big part of the metal community. And
Yeah.
when bands are checking out artwork and logos and all that stuff, that's like kind of getting their foot in the door, maybe before they've even heard a sound at all of the
Dude,
music.
of course. That's a really important part of creating a band, dude. Like even before you have a song, you already have a logo. So you probably thought first in the logo than in the music, you know? So you see the logo and then you start creating the music based on that, dude. Based on the fucking name and based on the fucking logo and probably based on the first shirt design. And then you start creating the music. So
That is so funny.
You know,
That
yeah,
is
we've talked before on previous episodes about how, like, sometimes the art will be like what even makes you check out an album. Like, dude, that logo looks sick. Like,
dude,
or that artwork looks badass. I bet this is brutal. Like, I'm gonna have to check this out. Like,
I'm that kind of
sometimes
guy,
there's
dude.
really good art and then the music sucks, and sometimes it's shitty art and the music's great. But it gets your foot. It does brings you to it sometimes. Like, it's like that looks kind of cool. Might have to check that out.
Yeah, dude, I'm that kind of guy, dude. I pick an album because of the cover first. I don't give a fuck, dude. I listen the whole thing, and I love music, all that kind of music. So if I saw an album that I like if I saw the cover and if I saw if they came in a really nice box or something, or even Spotify, if they have all the canvas and the lyrics and all that really nice and beauty campaigns on Spotify, I checked it, dude. Dude, and I heard horrible fucking bands and awesome bands too. Like, I mean, I discovered a lot of bands like that, and of course I fucking hate another ones, But yeah, I mean, the artwork is one of the most important parts in a band, I think.
we love our artists out there.
Yeah, yeah, we fucking love it.
So keep making brutal stuff for everybody out there. All you lovely, lovely artists.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So, uh, tell us, did you have, you said you have a new album that you're working on right now, right? Are you writing still? Are you guys
Yeah.
recording? Like, where are you at in the process?
Well, we work in the music from the last 2 years, but our lives just being complicated in the last few years. You know, like work and family and all that. And we have 12 or 14 songs ready. We have to work a lot of, like we have to make it good and better. Like check the structures and all the shit. And but we already have 2 songs. We already have 2 songs, and we're gonna release those 2 songs early in the next year. I think it's gonna be like February or something like that. Because we want to make like a cool video. Because we have a video, but a couple of official videos, but we want to make a good one. We just have like amount of money for that. We just you know hire fucking production manager from all that. So yeah, we want to make it right. So we want to make a video, and we are gonna release the 2 new songs in early next year, February, I think.
I love that metal bands still do videos, man. Even
Dude,
in the days of the death of MTV, we've still got actual music freaking videos out there. You just got to know where to get them. And
yeah,
heavy metal, extreme metal bands never seem to shy away from wanting to make a video. And maybe that is like that for other genres, and just because I'm so in the metal world that's just what I see more of. You tend to see
yes,
what's right in front of you more so than everything else out there. So
yeah,
I could see that being a thing. I'm sure there's like killer rap videos still being made just like they were being made in the 90s, but I love it that music videos are still a thing, and I love it when bands talk about like, "Hey, we're gonna come out with a song, and we're gonna put out a video," and I'm always like, "Yes."
yeah, dude, videos are sick. I mean, all these digital era, it's kind of weird because you release the video and you never get money from that, probably. But dude, making a video is fun. That's the first thing. Making a video is fucking fun, dude. Because you have a bunch of people working on that, and that is fun. And
It also, it's a different medium that reaches a different crowd. Like there might be
yes,
some
of
people that
course.
are just checking out videos on YouTube, like that just happen to come across your video that like. So I mean, it's cool because even if you don't make
Yeah, you
anything
never
from
know.
it, it's another way of getting your shit out there.
Yeah.
Man, I got into this is probably the metal world's going to be like, but I got into Mushroom Head because of some of their videos. And I like a lot of their music because their videos were like super creepy. And I was like, ooh, this is really like have like some weird guy standing next to two little kids, and the little kids are all
Yeah.
like standing there like The Shining. They're all like
That's
looking at the screen while he's like singing the song. And you're just like, this is freaking
yeah.
creepy, man. And he's like
Yeah.
singing to the camera with these two little kids next to him.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Videos are sick. I mean, I love videos. I discover a lot of bands, of course, like you, like watching videos. And before all those digital platforms came out, we just we just had YouTube. So we had to fucking watch videos to see bands and listen it. So, dude, videos are sick. So yeah, for the new songs, we're gonna release 2 new videos, and those 2 songs and the artwork. Neff made the artwork too. So we already have everything. I just want to fucking release that shit and start the year with new music, man. Because I just can't wait. Can't wait, dude. I know you guys are gonna love those songs.
Oh man,
I
I
know
can't
that too.
wait.
I can't wait to hear it. That's gonna be awesome.
So, one thing I want to comment, me being a bass player, is I love the bass sound that you guys get in your
Thank you.
recordings. I love it so much. It's the instrument I listen to
Yeah.
most whenever I listen to music, and I love it that it has this crispness to it that really comes through. I love it that you can hear it hit on the same like beats, like the same hits of the song. Like you can really hear that bass. You know, I use the word clang, and I don't ever even mean it, because somebody's like, well, my bass ain't clangy. And I'm like, well, I didn't mean it like that. I just meant to where you hear the bang, bang, clang, 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 clang. You know, I mean, you hear it, you know? And so,
That
one of my,
Claypool clank.
yeah, like
Claypool.
clang, man. And so it's definitely a compliment, because it brings it out, and it almost like jumps in front just for a second at times. And I freaking love it, because if you have bass that's good, you should be able to hear it. And I was real impressed, and it made me want to listen to y'all's stuff more than one time through. Just that alone. And then as I got more and more familiar, I really loved that is it on? Oh, I think it's actually on your last track on your album Evil, where he does the like frog. I can't even do it. How do they do it? It's like Mystery Meat, how he does the like frog sound.
Mystery Meat and like Guttalax and stuff.
Guttalax and that kind of sound. Yeah, Guttalax.
Those vocals. Tree frog vocals.
Yeah, Tree Frogs.
Right? Is that what it
Breeze
is?
or whatever.
I love Guttalax too. Yeah, dude. Well, the bass in the band, dude, I fucking love it, dude. Brujo, the bass player, is one of the best players in Mexico, man. Like he's like 12 years older than me.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he's 12. I was like, holy shit.
I need to quit. I need to quit.
No. No, he's like 12 years older than us. Yeah, like 12 years, something like that. And so he's a sir, you know, like, hey sir. So he plays with another band. He have another band that calls El Cuervo de Po. It's like it's more like Nightwish stuff, more like Sandria stuff, like, you know, like that kind of melodic bands, like symphonic bands. And it's really sick, dude. It's one of the biggest band of that shit down here. And he played a lot of big fest. He played Colombia. And dude, Brujo is, for me, and I have said that before, for me is the Alex Webster from Mexico, dude. Because he have the tone, and he have all the fucking thing to check all the gear and blah blah blah, you know, all that fucking, you know, dude. So yeah, the bass in the band, it's sick because of that. He's the man for that.
I love it. I love it. And so, I mean, and it's not, it doesn't stop at the bass. The bass is just what gets me in the door every time, you know, and a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
and, you know, usually if the bass doesn't jump out, I jump over to the drums in the way that I listen. And so it's just kind of my, you know, how my mind works. But man, I love the stuff you guys are putting out. And I love the covers. You mentioned yourself, you did 2 Cannibal Corpse covers off of the EP. So it was a 4-song track. Or 4 songs, sorry. The EP was 4 tracks, if I can learn how to say my words in the right order. And you know, you guys had, okay, so the EP is Desecrating the Tomb.
Yes.
And you had Addicted to Vaginal Skin, Cannibal Corpse cover.
Yes.
I Come Blood, Cannibal Corpse cover. And then you had Communion con la Violencia.
Comunión con la Violencia.
I'm gonna get that right one of these days. It's just because
no worries.
Oh. And then
it's the same word in Spanish than in English, but with the other accent at the end. But yeah.
I know. It's like there's like a way to say it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's another way to say it. Yeah, but it's the same. It's the same.
For sure.
No worries,
but it's solid, man. We love the EP. And then, you know, for everybody who's just checking them out and just checked out that EP, or that was the first thing they heard, because, you know, you usually like to listen to the last thing that came out. I get it. That's what I do at first. And then I tend to go backwards and check out other stuff. Well, I know that even before that, they had the album Evil. And Evil came out, I think, like you mentioned, almost 6 years ago. And so Evil, man, like that's the one that I was like really digging too as I got into it. But it goes back even further than that, because you guys had is it Odium in
Venice.
Venice, that's right, Venice. And so that was your first album that you guys put out, right?
That was like 2016 or 2017.
Yeah, about 2017. Yeah, I think is what I was seeing. So anyways, for everybody out there, there's like a lot of music from medical negligence that you can
Yeah.
actually go and check out, and like the bass that I was talking about. If you like bass, man, you hear that throughout. It's not just in one song. I mean, it's like there, and
Hey,
so
Thank you, dude.
speaking of, like, should we show everybody? Should we let everybody hear one of these awesome songs?
should
Yeah,
we?
dude, please pick Desecrating
Yeah.
the Tomb or pick Communion, dude. Like the one you like, man.
Man, so I know that for everybody out there who hadn't got a chance to check you out, what I would like to do is I would say let's stick with Desecrating the Tomb. It's the title
Yeah.
track, and everybody will remember it because they'll remember the name of the song and they'll also
Yes,
remember it
I
as the
agree.
name of the EP. And so it'll be easier, although you should already know, but in case you don't, everybody out there, get ready because we are going to be checking out from the band Medical Negligence, the
Hell yeah.
song from the recent EP of the same title, Desecrating the Tomb. Man, such a killer song.
That was
Such a killer
awesome.
song. Yeah, dude. Thank you for letting us play it.
Oh man, dude. Dude, if I can, I'll send you the new songs as soon as I have it, dude.
You hear that,
So you
everybody?
guys hear it.
Well, so here's what's cool. What we would love to do is, for one, anytime you got new stuff out, let us know so that we can share it. And then the
Where's
second
your
thing,
heart out metal injection? We gotta hear first.
Dude, what the fuck with
Oh.
metal injection, dude? It's so weird, man. I mean, I love it because they just upload so dumb stuff, dude. Like, it's so awesome.
What is it? The like new releases that they put out? Isn't that on Metal
Yeah,
Injection?
they do that weekly injection. I check that thing out all the time. It's great.
But they do.
I love what they do. They put out a lot of stuff. There's some
Yeah.
puff pieces. Like I don't really give a shit about all the drama and stuff that's like necessarily
Yeah.
floating around. But I do love that they.
You know, I mean, I hate drama, but I think it's necessary, dude. Like, dude, they need the drama on social media to. They just need it. The people
Yeah.
people need drama. So
Well,
Some
I
do.
appreciate that every Friday they put out the weekly injection, and it's like a list
that's
of
cool. Yeah.
30 or 40, like whatever came out that week, like new releases. So like it's a good place to find some new music that's come out for the week, you know.
You know, I remember whenever we first started the show and we weren't even talking or hanging out with bands much, you know, nobody knew us. And Brando and I and it's actually our buddy Greg, he was helping us do some stuff in the beginning too. And we hadn't done anything in the music scene really other than maybe attend a show here or there for
Yeah.
20 plus years. And so we were completely out of the loop with who was doing it now in our
Yes.
hometowns and, you know, kind of keeping it going. And also it was like a lot of catch up that we had to do. And I remember reading those metal injections and being like, maybe it should be a metal injection podcast and not,
Yeah, dude.
because we would be reviewing a lot of the albums or something, or at least talking about them because we saw them on there, checked them out, and we liked them. But you know what? Here's the great thing about heavy metal and music. There's nothing wrong with that either.
No.
I don't care if you saw it written underneath the park bench, the band name, you know, like if
Yeah.
you listen to it and
I
it was
read the
something.
band name on the partition next to the urinal at the venue the other. No, just
See what I'm saying though? Like
kidding.
that's what should be happening. Like
Checking
all
that
these
out.
venues, they should be allowing like the bands that play to like tag up the bathroom with, you know, their logos and stuff like that. And then so every time you're going in the bathroom, you're getting to see all those logos. But that's what I'm talking about. It doesn't matter where you saw it, you know, if as long as
Yeah.
you're checking out some killer stuff. Like we love
Dude,
it. And we hope you really enjoyed the track that we just played
dude,
because
hell yeah.
I'm stoked about it, and I'm stoked to hear about the video or the videos and the tracks that you guys
Dude,
have coming out again.
you you will have it, dude. You will have it, dude. And dude, as I said, these kind of tools like podcasts and all that like social content, it's fucking important for bands. Like um as I said, you know, as I was saying about the gore grind scene, uh or not the gore grind scene, but the bands that doesn't want to use those tools, you know, like the bands that doesn't use social media because it's for posters or whatever. Dude, that's the only way in these times to fucking get known by anyone, dude. Because no one's gonna read the paper, no one's gonna
Yeah,
play the music on the radio,
if you
and
want to
no
play
one.
outside your town, yeah.
Yeah, it's the only way, man. It's the only fucking way. That's why I'm like, dude, I fucking hate war and I fucking hate Spotify because of the fucking guy who's like invest money on weapons and shit. And but unfortunately, that's the only fucking way to fucking get known. Like all the don't I don't mean Spotify. I mean like all digital flat platforms. You know, like you just you can release an album by yourself and you can have 500 copies in your garage and no one's gonna buy it because no one's fucking know that you exist. You can play awesome and you can play perfect, but if you're not on social media and if you're in these like kind of things like creating content or sharing your stuff, or even if you don't have like good stuff, you can share what you like or whatever, dude, you know. And
I,
I think that's
I
the only way.
I think there's one other way, and it's not as good, but it is still really good. Like you could probably have a very minor online presence, if any, as long as you got to be out there. Like
Yes.
some of these bands, like I mean,
Yes.
if you're not going to do
You're
anything
right.
online, get your ass out there. Go put yourself in venues. Go travel. Go bang on doors and say, "I want to play a show." Start reaching out to venues and set stuff up so that
You're
you're
right.
putting your band in front of people. Because if you have to have, but that is going to take. I mean, both methods of getting your name seen or heard and your music heard is going to be it's going to take effort, right? But like
Yeah.
cold calling venues, trying to meet and contact tour managers to say like, please put me on this. Like we we want to play, but you know what? They're going to be like, well, how many followers do you have? Yeah, you know, or can you
Yeah.
sell tickets?
Even
Like, does anyone know
even
who you are? Like, so
yes, yes, yes. I mean, everyone's gonna ask that. Like even if you're just knocking doors or like you say, like going out and show up at venues and show up at shows and whatever. Even if you're doing that, everyone's gonna ask, dude. Everyone is gonna ask if you're in social media, dude.
Yeah, it would probably take getting lucky to having a big band come through that you happen like through your town that you happen to play for, they fall in love with, right? And then they're like, "We have to take you on the road." That's
And you
gonna
know
be
what?
like the only like
It
that's like winning the
happens.
lottery.
Yeah.
And it would have to like in that kind of situation, it would like take you from 0 to 100, like top, because these people would hear about you and they couldn't see you on any other platform, and you would just blow up, and shows would sell out because everybody wanted to see you whenever you came to town.
Yeah.
So it's either that or you do all that work and still nobody wants to come and see you whenever you.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
that's why I'm like, it's probably no like middle ground if you go about it that way, whereas like on
yes.
social media, you can reach a lot of people. Even though you're not like maybe tier top tier, you can still become a band that is relevant in the scene. And just because of social media alone. There's so many people checking it out. That's what people go and do. And I'll say one more thing too about the social media. If anybody calling social media band posting like posers, like all I know is Dying Fetus is not a poser, and they use social media all the time. And I'll be like, does this look like a
Yeah.
poser? Does this look like a poser?
Yeah, dude. I know. Dying Fetus is sick, dude. Dude, that's a great example. Dying Fetus is a great example, dude. It's a fucking true metal band, and they use a lot of social media. That's why they're playing in Hardcore Fest right now.
They do fan interviews. I don't know if you've seen where they're like, hey, we're out in the crowd right now, and we got Johnny.
In the
Oh,
And
yeah,
VIP
that's
spotlight
right.
or whatever. Yeah.
yeah. I
Yeah,
love it. I'm always like, that's like the opposite, man, of what we're trying to do. That's so cool.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I remember. I saw a video with Trey Williams and a fan talking about something random shit, and I was like, "The fuck are they talking about? Like,
Yeah, just
why?
whatever. Yeah,
It's
just
just
whatever.
whatever. It's just whatever." They
I
play in Dying
freaking love it.
Fetus, and they can do that because they play in Dying Fetus, and they're good. The people are gonna love it. So they can ask like random shit to fans, and fans are gonna answer them, and that's sick, dude.
Oh, dude, if Dying Fetus asked me stuff, I'd be like, yeah, let's talk about my favorite food. Let's talk about, I'd be like so
Whatever.
excited that they were like, I don't care
That's
what you want to talk about. I'll tell you my favorite radio station.
Yeah,
I'll tell
yeah.
you,
Oh, yeah.
what kind of socks I like to wear.
was it 3 Watch It Go by Pantera where Dimebag is going around to fans and like, I'll give you $300 to eat this jar of mayonnaise like right now. Like
Sick, dude.
like just going around to hidden venues, going up to fans, making them do crazy shit and giving them
Yeah,
money.
that's sick.
Like
That's so funny.
that's what that reminds me of.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
I love it. We were talking about the album or the EP. We're talking about the new album, and we've talked a little bit about the sound and how you guys, about the sound of your music. And so I'm kind of curious, what do you do on the guitar side of things to reach the sound that you get? Like how do you, like what equipment are you using, and what ways do you like create your tone?
Okay, so um personally, I use digital shit because I mean I love the real amps. Let's say real amps because my favorite amp is the triple rectifier from Mesa. Um, but I don't think that's the best option from like for a band like us because we're independent band playing in independent country and then it's horrible playing in Mexico, like traveling by highways and all this shit. It's dangerous, so you just can't risk all your gear and shit. I got a camper, so I use camper. I got it from Oscar, the other guy from Unidad Trauma. He sell a lot of gear, and he bought the gear and he sell it. So I got the camper and I use the arachnid cabinets. So shout out to Robbie.
Love him.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah,
freaking love that guy. We've
yeah,
got to
dude.
talk and
Dude.
hang out with him, and we love the cabinets, and I love that they bring music to melt the faces for the masses. I can't remember their exact slogan, but it's something about melting the
Constructing
faces.
deconstruct oh man.
We'll have to
Destruction
try to
or
remember.
constructing destruction or something like that. Like, oh, he had a
Yeah,
clever little,
something like that. Yeah,
yeah.
so I butchered it. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Dude, Arachnid Cabinets is sick, dude. I went to NAM show early this year in January. I met Robbie there because we talked from years, dude. Because I met Robbie, I don't know, dude, like, oh my god, like 8 years ago or something like that, just like for social media. And we talk, and I was with Legator Guitars in the past, and he was with Legator or something like that. I can't remember why we talk, but we have talked from years, dude. So I met Robbie early this year and them, and dude, he's the sweetest guy, dude. I fucking love him, and he's the man, dude. And Arachnid Cabinets is sick. Robert, the other Robert, it's a cool guy too. Dude, they construct the best fucking cabs, dude. They're heavy as fuck, but the sound is just awesome, dude. I've used him in the studio a lot, and it's awesome, dude. It's like, my God, dude, there's something in here, dude, like the demon or something. Cause, dude, it's awesome, man. Like, for real.
I love
It's
it.
all the
Everybody
worms.
out there, if you're into playing metal, go check out Arachnid Cabinets. And we've also done an episode before. We didn't talk as much about Arachnid at the time, but Rob's band Wormflesh. We talked
Wormflesh,
a lot
yeah.
about Wormflesh, and
Dude,
so
Wormflesh
I
is sick.
yeah, absolutely. I forget the episode number that was, but that was earlier this year, so it wasn't too
Tell you
long
what,
ago.
just go back, everybody, listen to all the episodes until you
Watch them
find
all,
it.
and then
Yeah,
you'll
Yeah,
watch
find
them
it.
and
all.
then
Oh, yeah.
Start at one.
then you will have heard it. But don't stop there because maybe he pops up in another episode. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. I'm not gonna tell
Yeah.
Maybe.
you. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah, so,
He does.
dude,
He doesn't.
Arachnid Cabinets and Kemper. Arachnid Cabinets and Kemper. And the profile from the Kemper, we create a profile in the studio with an EVA champ at 5150. And we created with the amp, with the hat, and we use the Arachnid Cabinets too. So when I plug the Kemper to the PA, my digital cab is the Arachnid one. So I'm still using the Arachnid Cabinets even if I don't have it with me. So that's sick, dude. And it's my cab because I asked Rob for specific speakers for the amp. So that was like, dude, if I'm gonna get this awesome cab, I need to get it on the Kemper too. So we'll create it from the zero, dude. So we got a head, we created tone in the head, and we record the sound of the head and the cab, and that's what I have in the Kemper.
So you captured the arachnid
Yes, I
thing
captured the
for
Arachnid.
your profile yourself. Like
Yes.
that's cool. I didn't even realize you could do that.
And
That's
so
Yeah.
awesome.
I think that's like using like on Tonex they have a modeler. And so that
Yeah.
modeler you can create your own tones out of,
Yeah, you can,
like
and the
what
Kemper made
you already
made a
use.
weird fucking sound. The Kemper made like a beep sound. Like, it's kind of weird how the thing create all the shit. But he I don't know, dude. It's like he gets all the shit, dude. Kemper's sick, dude. It's alive, dude. Kemper's alive. But yeah, dude, I love it, man. So I always use the Arachnid Cabinets, even if I don't have it with me. When we don't have any cabs on the venues, or we don't have any equipment with us, we just plug it to the PA and just go straight. But the sound is the Arachnid Cabinets and the EVH 5150.
That's cool. I've been seeing that a lot. So like, bands will show up and like there'll be two guitar players, bass player, vocal, everybody's running through this little server rack in the middle of
Oh
like,
yeah.
and the right, but it's going to the front of the house, so it's going
Yes.
into the PA, right? So it's I've noticed that. I was like, hell, that makes load in a shitload easier.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I don't know, man. I love that. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. My opinion is like
There's
weird.
nothing like having the actual
There's
amp on
nothing like
stage though,
amps,
and,
dude.
and
There's
playing out of the
nothing.
amp.
Yes, there's
And
nothing like
but
fuck.
as far as loading in and unload and loading the stage and unloading the stage, it probably doesn't get any easier.
You're
Yeah,
like, well, here it is. You just roll it up there. Everybody
Yeah,
has.
Yeah,
pull straws and see who's gonna unload it today.
that's the other reason I got the Kemper. Like, if I got the Mesa, the load in and the load out from the stage will be a pain in the ass every fucking night. So, and with a metal band, you're by yourself. You don't have a crew. You don't have a stagehand and a guitar tech and a drum tech and blah 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 and you don't have a stage manager and your tour you don't you just don't have it. So you have to do it by yourself. So
I
yeah.
think I would only do it if I gotta have the guy that sits over on the side of the stage with my wah pedal.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, dude, like that, like fucking Zach Wild, right? I hate that guy, man, so much.
Zach Wild? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
I mean, I don't like the new Pantera. I just don't like.
So
Oh.
I did go see them the couple years ago when they came through. I thought it was great. I'm personally not a Zach Wild fan. Something about the way he plays,
It's
to
weird.
me it doesn't look like he's really playing. Like I'm like his hands just kind of look like they're just all like I'm like
It's weird.
what you look like you're doing doesn't look like it sounds like I have a hard time making some kind of weird connect, almost like there's some sort of lag in the
Yeah,
live video and then the sound. Like I don't know why I'm not a big Zach Wild fan myself, but I did really enjoy seeing the Pantera like
the
tour
show.
with him and Charlie Benante. Like it was really cool hearing those songs live and seeing Phil and Rex. And I will say I thought Charlie and Zach did a good job. Like they did do a good job. Zach put his own spin on some of it, but it still sounded really cool to hear 1,000 people singing those songs like with Phil.
Yeah, dude.
That was really badass. Like, I mean that I did like that.
I mean, yes, of course. I mean, Charlie is the one of the sickest drummer in the world. I fucking love Anthrax. It's one of my favorite bands. But I don't know, man. Zach Wild, I just don't like that guy. It's
I
weird.
don't disagree with you. Yeah.
So here's where too, like, so Brando and I, we've actually gotten to see the real Pantera, and we got to see them twice back in the
Oh,
day, like back with Dimebag, back with Vinnie Paul.
yeah,
And so I know, and I'm sure he would agree, especially after what he just said, it'll never be that, you know, it'll never be that again. It'll never be better than that.
yeah.
Because that was Pantera, the
Of
the
course.
the Dimebag and Vinnie Paul, man, they were the brothers that started it, and I've heard people even say that, like, you would have thought that, they would still be alive and maybe Phil wouldn't be the one, as far as like how, the
Yeah,
lives were being, lived at the time, or at least what the fans heard and the perception. But I'm actually proud of Phil, and all of the work that they've done to, try to make it and to be a
yeah.
tribute. I think, like, it was funny. I saw a thing where he was like, "Hey, have you played the new song, or have you practiced the new songs?"
Oh, yeah,
And like, Charlie's like, "You mean the old songs?" And he's like, "Yeah, but the ones we hadn't played on the show yet."
yeah, yeah.
And
I saw it. I
he's like,
saw it.
"Yeah, but they're old songs." And he's like, "Yeah, I know, but they'll be new for us to play." And so it was just kind of cool because I feel like he's keeping the spirit of kind
Yeah,
of a tribute band. Knowing that, hey, Diamond them aren't here. And I mean, I know that they've even got, like, their logos or their insignias kind of everywhere, just giving them shout outs. So they definitely haven't forgotten who they are.
I thought they were never gonna put the dime bag on a fucking backdrop or something. I thought Phil was gonna do that fucking shitty move, and I thought that Phil was gonna do the Pantera shit, like all that he does with Phil and Selma and the Illegals. I thought it was gonna be like that. But thank God. I mean, like, thank you for putting Dimebag in.
I think he knew it would be the only way,
That was the
the
only
only
way, man.
way.
That was the only fucking way.
Yeah, and it's not even that that was his motive, but
Yes.
I think, he's smart enough to know that, like, the fans are not going to have this. We will be booed off stage.
Yes, of
And
course.
so I'm proud of him for making the right decision with the Pantera reunion, or what did I say before? Tribute, and I think is probably, really the right way to word it. But,
Yeah.
I didn't get to see him. I wish I would have, but it's hard for me to want to pay the prices, because they're playing with bands like Metallica and all that. And it's like, I'm just not going to pay like 300, $400 for a ticket. I'm not doing it,
Yeah.
so, but I would love to see even both of those bands live, so
Yeah.
here
I
I
guess.
go again.
Yeah.
Bitzer, I have a question for you. All right, we talked about your amp and your Kemper. Well, tell me about tell us, not just me. I guess you can include me in this if you want. Tell us about your guitar. What kind of
Okay.
guitar are you playing on? 7-string, 6-string. What's the brand? Does it take a 9-volt battery? Do you tuck it in at night when you go to sleep? Like, tell us all about it.
So I'm with Solar. I'm a Solar guitar artist, and I have played Solar for like 5 years, something like that. And the model I have, it's a signature from the At the Gates guys. It's I can't remember the model. Oh, dude, that guitar is sick, dude. Solar is sick, dude. I mean, like, dude, Luis and Ola are awesome people, dude. Luis, his wife, and
I
dude,
absolutely love my guitar. It's so
dude,
awesome.
Solar is sick, dude. And the signature I use have Fishman pickups. They use a 9V battery, and yeah, I think the scale is 27, and it's a 6-string guitar. I
So
ha- I
so
I just
which
can't
series
with the
is it that you
battery,
have?
dude. Sorry?
Which model is it that you have?
Oh, let me check, dude. Can't remember, but it's the one with the At the Gates model. At the Gates Solar guitars. Mm, the one that doesn't have the Evertune, because I don't like the Evertune bridge.
This one has the Evertune. It's hit or miss. I've noticed pinch harmonics, and maybe it's me, are
No,
a lot harder to do on the Evertune than
it's
like when I pick up my 6-string that's got a tremolo on it. Uh, it's way easier to do pinch harmonics on than the Evertune. Like the Evertune is very hard to get those. I feel like, but I'm no
here's the thing.
professional, so
I think when you get the Evertune and you want to do those harmonics and all this shit, there's a zone you have to do it with the tool they came out, and there's a zone you can do it, and sounds better. But the thing is that the strings are not like you have to change it at some point. So as soon as you have to change the strings, you'll have to do all that shit again, and you can be like 1 hour checking where is the fucking zone just to play that. So that's why I like, because I have another solo guitar with the Everton bridge, and I don't use it live because of that. And I was like, dude, I don't think this is for touring guys. I think this is for studio, not for touring bands. Like, even if
yeah, I
not
could see that.
not metal bands at least, because if you're not gonna have a stage hand, if you're gonna have a guitar tech, if you're gonna have a stage manager and all your crew for that, it's not for the metal bands. Like, I don't know, man. If I have to do this every night, I don't think I'm gonna buy that guitar. Yeah, that's why I'm using the other guitar,
Well,
like the one with the it's a hip shot
okay.
bridge. Yeah.
Okay. And the hip shot bridge does not have a whammy bar, right? That's a
No.
fixed bridge,
Yeah, it's a
right?
fixed. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the I like fixed bridges myself. I'm not much of a lead guitarist, like,
Yeah.
so like I'm more rhythm and I like um just the tuning is easier when it's not on a fixed bridge and I don't have to tune as often.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well,
that was
very
the
cool.
Solar A16 baritone. That was
Yes,
the
that
At
one.
the Gates. That was the
Oh,
At the
okay.
Gates
So it's a
special.
baritone.
hmm
That one.
And that's why I said the 27-inch. And I was like,
27.
I think that's the longer scale. And so whenever
Nice.
I saw it, it was like new At the Gates signature and baritone. And I was like, okay, yeah, longer
Yeah.
scale.
Very cool.
That
Yeah.
probably helps with. Do you guys down tune your
Yes,
strings?
we We tune in B standard.
Like, yeah,
B?
B?
B, yeah, in B.
Yeah. Yeah.
B is in
So,
Brando.
As in
yeah,
Brando.
Brando, yeah. Oh
That's
my
what that's
god, dude.
that's I've I have a 6-string also that I think since God, I don't know, 2004. I've been tuning that fucker down to B standard also, like just always. Just
But what's
I,
cool
I
is
only only last year I got my first 7-string. So and I was like, oh, now I'm just playing in standard tuning. So
but with a baritone guitar and you having the longer scale, you're
Mhm.
able to down tune
Yes,
better without it being floppy. You know,
yes,
you can keep
yes,
like that tighter tension. And so
yes,
I
and
know
that's
that,
because I have never used a 7-string because I just don't feel it. So if you check the Solar website, there's a new model, the H model. It's a headless model,
I
and
saw that. It's
that
cheap too compared to all the other ones.
yeah, dude, and I want to buy it. That model, it's the scale in the 6-string, I think it's 24.5. So that doesn't work for down tuning. So I have to buy the 7-string if I want that model.
There you go.
So
And then
I have to get the
you're gonna
7
play
string.
it and you're gonna be like, damn it, now I gotta get a bunch of 7-string guitars.
Yeah, a lot of people told me that, like, dude, you're gonna fucking love it, man. I'm like,
I never dude, I don't know why I just never jumped into the 7-string, and then finally I was like, all right, I'm gonna get one. I'm gonna try it. I went to Guitar Center and I bought the $200 7-string Jackson, like the
yeah,
dinky, right? And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. Like I like it. So I was like, I'm gonna spend some real money, and that's when I bought the Solar X, like 7. So I was like, and I love it. It's smooth. It plays wonderfully. It's great. There you
yes,
go. Yeah, yeah. I remember they
yeah,
just released that earlier this year. It's a
yeah.
pretty guitar.
It's not. I think it's not even available still, right? Or is it? Is it
No,
available,
I think it is. It's like $800, $700 or $800, right? Oh, 600
dude?
right there.
Oh my god, 600, man. It's so cheap. I mean, like for a guitar like that, I don't know, but I have to say, Legator. Legator, they have awesome guitars, but they used to have a model that doesn't came out well, and I used to have one of that guitars, like with problems, you know. They changed it and everything, but dude, the construction from Solar, it's always great, and
Yeah.
I haven't seen just a single problem with my guitars in years, like in years. And dude, I covered the guitars in fucking blood and shit with the band, and I haven't have a problem in years, man. Like
Oh,
it's awesome,
so
dude.
2 weeks into having mine, the pickup toggle switch broke. But I will say I reached out to Solar and they responded within like 12 hours and they were like, we can send you one and you can put it on yourself, or you could go find a luthier, have them do it, and we will reimburse you. And I was like, okay, thank you. You know, like they were totally on it. They communicated, they followed up. I was like, the customer service, so that the bad boy, you know, got it fixed and
Yeah,
haven't had
dude.
a single issue
Customer
since.
service is sick.
And the fact that they were so willing to help and they wanted me to be happy with my solar guitar, I was like,
I
I'm a
think they
fan. I'm a
understand.
fan.
I think they understand how this works, you know, like this is for the bands and this is for the independent musicians that can pay just $600 in a guitar.
Hmm.
Because, dude, let's be honest. I mean, you can get an Aristides guitar for fucking $6,000 or something
oh
like that.
my gosh, yes. And I want one of their basses, but
Me
yeah.
too, man. I love it, dude. but, but the thing is that in our I mean at least in my reality, I can't spend 6,000 fucking bucks in a guitar right now, you know.
Yeah,
So I
if
have to
ever.
wait, and I have to get a fucking sig guitar for for fucking good price, and I think Solar is the best option, dude, because they understand how this works, like for real.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm just, you know, just to be make sure that it's clear. I love it, and the fact that they were so willing to help me with that toggle switch when it happened
Yeah.
made me love it even more. I was like, "Man, you treat me with the level of respect and appreciation that I treat, like, my customers at work," then, like which is, like, almost you know, you just don't get that from people anymore, like, the
No,
of
you don't.
customer service level, so I was sold on it immediately. I mean, I was sold on it when it arrived. I was like, "God damn, this thing's so fucking cool." And then, and then their customer service, I was like, "Man, I'm gonna be a solar fan forever probably," you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I
I
love
love it.
soccer, man.
I think the customer service of a company like that, whenever it's at the level that it is, where they really want to take care of their customers, their musicians, I think it's because you've got people who are players that are running that company, people
Of
who
course.
have
Yes.
been on the
Mhm.
road, have toured with equipment,
Yes.
they've dealt with crap, they've dealt with good stuff. And so they're just trying to find a way to bring the good stuff to more people because
Yeah.
they think we should all be able to go out on the road or be able to go into the recording studio with quality instruments. And I really appreciate that. They've even put out a lower line. Everybody, this isn't a solar podcast, but but
Kind
It
of.
is. I mean,
I
we'll talk
I
gear.
watch them. I watch them a lot, and they put out their little S line too. I think is what it's called. And I mean, at least on the bass side of things, and I mean, you can get basses from them at an even cheaper price. So
Yeah.
you can get familiar with the Solar brand without having to spend 1,500-1,600 bucks. And I'm actually a believer anyway. This is like no offense to the higher end equipment, but I believe that like when you pay 200 bucks, 300 bucks, you get 200 bucks, 300 bucks. All right. Now, whenever you move up to like the $500 to $1,000 range, I think you actually start getting some really good quality instruments. And I think whenever you go beyond that, I think your margin for how much it gets better kind of
Yes.
becomes less and it becomes just more like
It's more.
preferences.
Yes, of course.
Like the Aristides stuff. I mean, like that's a true preference in the style that it is. And I mean the quality's there.
Yeah.
Like no doubt about it if you like read the reviews and look into it. That's about them being a smaller company too. And whenever you're a smaller company, uh things are going to cost you a little bit more because
Yes.
you're more like a boutique, like
Mhm.
a fancy version, because anybody can go to Guitar Center and get an Ibanez guitar for, super cheap if they want to, and they can start playing
Or
right
super
away.
expensive, dude, because you can get fucking expensive guitars at Guitar Center too.
Yeah, you can
So,
get
Yeah.
them up there.
so
But I
yeah,
think
like,
there's a sweet spot. There's a sweet spot in the price range that
yeah,
I kind of look at. And then I'm like, all right, I'm going to look in here and then I'll find some real good quality instruments
yeah,
in there. And then usually from there, once I kind of establish the range I want to be in
yeah.
and the instruments that fall in that range, then I'm picking them up and I'm playing them. And I'm like, I like the way this feels. We talked about Aristides, we talked about Solar. It's
Yeah.
hard as hell to play those before you buy them. That's
Yeah.
hard to do. You
It
got to
is.
know somebody, and that's word of mouth. And that right there tells you back to the customer service, back to the
Of
original,
course.
like, uh, I don't know, just what the
Yeah.
company is about right there is because people talk about them without them being in a Guitar Center or a big, like, blockchain type store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like Bitzer, I'm assuming it's the same for you. Like, I can't go to Guitar Center or a music store around here and try out a Kiesel, or put my hands on a Solar. Like, you you either spend the $2,000 to buy one and then hope you like it, or or you
Yeah.
buy something you can go to a store and put your hands on.
Yes.
But like, you see these nice, expensive guitars. And I was like, I don't know what that sounds like. I don't know what it feels like in my hands, like it might not be the guitar for me, but I won't know unless I spend over $1,000 on it. That's kind of
Yeah. That's yeah.
it's an
Dude, and you're
investment.
you're talking to a guy who went into a store today to buy a circular saw. And I looked around at all the different circular saws and I couldn't make up my mind because I was like, well, maybe I want to get a battery powered one. And then I was like, well, if I do that, I want to get a different brand, I think. And then I was like, but do I really need a battery powered one? And then I was like, no, I just need one that plugs in the wall. So I walked out of there buying like a $40 one by the end of it. But
I bought a Red Bull and left.
It was, yeah. I mean, I almost did. I was almost like, I give up and walked out. And that was just a cheap circular saw that I was, just trying to pick up so I could do a little work around the house. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to make those decisions whenever you can't
Yeah,
actually
totally, man.
try it out and you're taking a risk. And that's why that word of mouth, that's why that customer service is important. So, anyway, there you have it, everybody. Go check out Solar and some of those great companies. Buy yourself some awesome gear. You've earned it. You deserve it.
And if you want to know what a Solar sounds like, go listen to Medical Negligence.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You can check it out.
I love that. That is awesome. Yes, go check it out and check out those Solar guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
So, do we want to do the 5 questions, Brando?
I think so. Let's do it.
All right, Bitzer. The 5
All right.
questions. This is our special kind of, just a little something extra we do in the show to get to know you a little bit better. They're not really, no, they're not. I always say that they're not really music related, but Brandon corrects me every time and says they're not at all music related.
Yeah.
And so,
not even
all
remotely
right.
music
So,
related.
5 not related, no music related questions. All right.
yeah, not really.
These
So-
are just about you. These are just like, we're going to ask you questions about you. You just answer them, and like, it's just a way to get to know you a little bit better, and just inside, just to get inside there.
And so I find that whenever you can relate with somebody, you enjoy being around them, you enjoy talking with them.
Of course, man. Yes.
And so one of the things that I like doing with these questions is it gives people who have checked out the show an extra chance to get to see something about you, a side of you that they don't see whenever they see you on stage. And whenever you're hanging out after the show or by the merch table at some point, they're coming up and they're talking to you because, hey, we both like the same pizza, or hey, we both like, and it's like they can already relate with you. They already know that they're going to like you. And so they're not like afraid to go up, because metal community, metal music, it's all about the fans. And
dude.
People come to the shows, man, and they come to hang out, and they're like, oh my gosh, I got to talk to the band. And it's like, that's what the metal show is all about. And it's not odd in metal for you to get to hang out with a band. So like, people don't need to be like shy or bashful about it. Like, go up and talk to them, go see Medical Negligence, go up to Bitzer and say, what's up, bro? Like, I freaking loved your show. You know what I mean? And that's the whole thing that we try to do, man, with these questions. Is because we're really all the same, every single one of us. And I love hanging out with other people in metal, and I find that I have so much in common with so many of them. And all that rambling to say, here we go with questions. So which one? Brandon's going to read some of them. Brandon, do you want to tell me which ones you're going to read?
I'll do the evens.
You'll do the evens.
I'll do the evens.
All right, so I'll do the odds. So are you ready? Bitzer, question 1.
All
right. What is the color of money?
What is the color of money? Green?
If it is to you. I just know some places money isn't green.
I don't get it. Dude, I don't get it. What is the color?
I don't really get it either.
You answered it, man. The reason I asked this is I know that money is a different color. Like, actual printed currency is not always green. And so...
Oh, okay. So,
I know that everybody, like different people from different parts of the world, have a different perspective. Like,
totally, dude. Of course,
of what the color of money is.
Money is not green
sense.
in Mexico, man.
Yeah,
money,
so, but to you, money...
But for me, money is green, because, dude, I this sucks, because there's a lot of problems about these perspectives on all this shit down here, But I have been so close with a lot of friends in the US and with a lot of friends up there that all my perspective is for money is green, dude. So when I thought about money, even in my work, dude, I work in a big label with rappers and hip hop shit. And the logo from the label, it's a bag of money, and it's fucking green, dude. And it's like, dude, why the fuck? The label is Mexican, dude. It's and I mean, I don't mind, but why? It's, I don't know, dude. It's because of the fucking I don't know, dude. It's the globalization or whatever the fuck you want to call it, but the money, it's green everywhere, dude. Yeah. Okay. Good
All
question.
right.
Yeah.
So see what I'm
Cool.
saying? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Now I get
yeah.
it, dude. Now I get it, dude.
Just took
I'm glad
just
I'm
took
high,
just took a little probing to find out where we were going with that one.
dude. I'm
I was
glad.
with
I'm
him
so
too, man. I'm
happy,
sorry, I didn't get it either. I was like, what is that?
dude. I'm dude. So good question, man. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that was good. Okay, you ready for this one? It's even
Yeah.
better. Are you
Yeah.
ready for this? What is your favorite breakfast cereal?
Where's my favorite base breakfast cereal? What the one with the fuck? That's a good question too. Okay, so right now, I'll choose Captain Crunch, but I can
Okay.
find it.
Mm.
I can find it here in Mexico.
With crunch
Like
berries?
no, the red one,
The
the the
OG.
the
Okay.
OG. Yeah, I like the OG. Yeah. Um, in the past, I'll say Nesquik, the yellow one with the chocolate ones, the small balls that looks like
Oh,
fucking
Cocoa
bunny
Puffs. Is
poop.
it Cocoa Puffs?
I can't
No.
remember the name. I don't know. I don't know if they have another name in the US.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably.
Fair
They
enough.
I'll say
probably got.
Captain Crunch. I'll say Captain Crunch because I fucking love it right now.
Okay.
So
That's a good
Mm.
question too.
do they have in Jalisco, do they have peanut butter Captain Crunch?
No, I mean they don't even have the Captain Crunch OG in the stores. You can go you can find that on Walmart. You have to buy it in a fucking store that have like US candies or
Mm,
like that.
Yeah, like
Just
an international
man.
store.
So,
international, yeah.
I
And it's
lean towards the
expensive. So
I'm all
so
about that cinnamon toast crunch. That shit is
yeah. Oh, dude, that
mm,
one's good.
yeah,
That
that's
one's
a good
fucking
one.
good. That one's good too.
And tricks are for kids, but I'm all about it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All all right. So
All right.
question number 3 is would you rather be invisible or have the ability to fly? And to clarify a little more, if you choose invisible, you could like turn it on and off. It's like a superpower, right?
So
You're not
I can choose.
yeah, like maybe you could choose to fly or you could choose to be invisible. So and you like a light switch, you could turn it on and off. Like you could choose to use your superpower or you could choose to like
Mm,
blend in with everybody else. Because I don't expect you if your superpower is to fly that you would want to fly.
You watch The Boys? Have you ever seen The Boys?
I think I prefer to fly because I don't know, man. It's too risky to be invisible. I can be invisible in a wrong conversation or in a wrong situation
Or in the right one?
or in the right one, but if I fly, I can go anywhere I like, even if it's good or not. If I just don't want to be there, I just fucking fly away and just go out. And I think the
That's true.
invisible one is too risky. And I don't know. I don't know, man. You can hear a lot of fucking bad conversations if you're invisible. I think that's my only worry about that.
I think flying is solid. I mean, have you ever had a dream about flying?
No, actually not. But
I've had a
Oh,
dream about falling off a cliff, but it turned out I was just falling out of the bed.
oh.
I had a dream that I pee on the bed and I pee on the bed. A couple of
I
times
had a
actually.
dream I was hanging out in a hot tub. Turns out, pissed myself.
Oh gosh. That's good.
All right. Question 4.
Question 4.
What is your personal motto or slogan?
My personal like the phrase that I said.
Yeah, do you have a phrase you say a lot?
Yeah, I saw above, so below. As above, so below.
As above, so below.
As above, so below, man. I mean, life is weird, dude. I tried to kill myself 2 times in the past, and life is fucking weird, you know? So sometimes you're doing your fucking best shit, and sometimes you're in the fucking shit and you're in the fucking abyss, you know? But it's the same thing. being in the top and being in the bottom is the same thing. You just have to see it the other way. For some people, it will be the bottom, and for some people, it will be the top. So, as above, so below. I think you never know how your life is going to change. You never know how your life is going to change, and how all your yeah,
I like it.
it's fucking weird, dude. Dude, the guys from Trauma, I'm always say those guys saved my life, dude. Because I was in a dark place, and those guys said, like, dude, do you want to go on tour with Brujeria with us? And I was like, no, dude, because I'm sad and in my room by myself. And my mom listened, uh, like with that invisible power. She fucking listened to that conversation I had with my friend, and she came to my room and said, like, no, bitch, you're fucking going. You're going. So I don't give a fuck. Here's my credit card. Buy your flights and go tour with Brujeria. Fucking asshole. so
Wow.
so yeah,
Wow.
my mom tell me, like, dude, you have to do it. And those guys from Trauma changed my life, and that tour changed my life completely, dude. So for me, it was like, mm, this life is fucking good. If you want to see it, is good, man.
That's
It's your
awesome.
choice, dude. It's your choice. You can be fucking poor and be on the street, but you can see the life fucking good, or you can be rich and being in the shit, dude. That doesn't matter, man.
You know,
So,
Jim Carrey said, I wish everybody could make $40 million so then they could learn that it doesn't make you happy.
dude, Jim Carrey is the fucking great example of what I'm saying right now, dude. That guy is awesome, dude. Have you seen the series on Netflix, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee?
Oh, with Jerry. This with Jerry Seinfeld, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I think the first episode of that series with Jim Carrey, dude. And that episode is fucking sick, dude, because
It
there's
is
no
good.
lines, they're just talking like us right
Yeah.
now. And that episode is fucking sick. You guys should fucking watch it.
Yeah, I've
It's
never seen it.
awesome.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That was really cool. I haven't watched like all of them or anything, but that one right there, I mean, Jim Carrey was such a big deal growing up.
Yeah,
And what you said, man, kind of reminded me the whole as above, so below. It reminds me of like we all want to be on top of the mountain, right? Because it's great. Like that's when times are good, but we don't learn and we don't get better up here. We get better when we're down here
of
and we
course.
got to climb back up the mountain because that's when we learn how to get through tough
And
situations. That's how we learn
yeah,
like what it takes to see things through to the end. And then sometimes you don't even know it, but the struggle that you're going through,
yeah,
you get to
I
use
know.
that and talk to somebody who's going through
Of
the
course.
same thing because you've already come back up to here and they're down here and they're like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And you're going to be like, hey, yo, I've been there before. Let me tell you how I did it. And, like, lo and behold, somebody is there,
And
to help somebody else get through it, all because they've been there, all because they've been there and they're not afraid to, like, wear that scar, you
of
know?
course. Yeah, yeah. Like, dude, I mean, like, I'm saying, like, for you guys and for everyone that watch the podcast, everyone can fucking text me if you guys are fucking feeling down, man. Like, it's like, I know how it feels, and it's like that. You can text me, and I'll check your messages at least. I'll fucking watch them and talk to you guys. Like, and here's the thing: when you're in the top, you have to know that you're gonna be in the bottom again, because that's how life works, dude. It can be perfect all the time. So you have to learn that and understand that life is like that. Like it's fucking circle, man. So if you're here, you're gonna be here again and again and again and again and again. That's how life works. So
Ebbs
you
and flows.
yeah. So you have to enjoy it, man. You have to enjoy the ride. That's the thing. You have to enjoy the ride because that's the fun part, man. That's the
Yeah,
fun part because
Man, so true.
that's cool.
you never know when you're gonna end this ride. So you just have to enjoy it, even if you're feeling bad and sad or whatever. You have to enjoy that and feel that. It's like, dude, right now I can say like that. I love to cry. That I fucking love to cry. I just put music just to fucking cry like a baby, dude. Because I fucking love to cry. I need it. So it's like, dude,
Nice.
I know that I need it, and I will fucking do it even if I by myself in my bed or whatever, but I'll do it, man. like, cause it's necessary to be good, you know. So you have to be on the bottom, and you know, if you're in the bottom, you have to know that you're gonna be on the top, and if you're in the top, you gotta know that you're gonna be at the bottom again. That's life. I fucking love that phrase. But thank you for
Hell
asking
yeah.
me that, man.
Nice.
I love it. I love it. And anybody out there, make sure you talk to somebody if you're low.
Yeah, dude, please.
Go talk to somebody.
There's
Like,
lines if you were feeling like you just can't anymore. There's lines you can talk. Just call 911, dude. You know, I called 911 when I was feeling bad. So, dude, just fucking do that, and someone's gonna fucking hear you, and someone's gonna help you, dude. So you're not
yeah, for
alone.
sure.
Ever.
You're not alone. And if you feel alone, go to a metal show and make
Yeah.
some friends
Go
because
watch Medical Negligence, dude.
yeah, go watch Medical Negligence because that is what will make you happy
will
again.
lift
Yeah,
your
hell
spirits
yeah.
For
So
sure.
we'll find out what Solar sounds like and enjoy some good music.
Yeah.
And there's
fuck it.
actually been studies that people who listen to metal music it's
Oh, yeah, that's
actually
true.
a big emotional release for them,
Yeah,
you know, and
that's
it's
true.
like you know, and it's so relaxing and refreshing while other people just hear chaos and noise, you
Yeah.
know.
For sure.
So, what are we on? Question 5?
Yeah, we're there.
The big finale.
Question
All
5.
right. Which famous person would you invite to dinner? And I didn't think of this before, but I would say time period doesn't matter. Time period doesn't matter. So
No,
they don't even have to be
100%
with
true.
us anymore, but you can if you want.
Oh my god, dude. All right, so how famous? How famous?
You
It's up
know
to
what?
you.
Yeah, it's up to you. It could be the guy,
Anybody.
the local guy who cuts hair in the neighborhood because everybody knows
Okay,
him.
no,
You know.
I'll choose a pop star. I'll choose Billie Eilish, dude.
Ah,
I'll choose Billie Eilish. Yeah, I
Okay.
fucking love her albums, and I fucking love her, dude. She have the style.
Sweet.
Yeah,
that's
I'd choose
awesome.
Good
Billie Eilish.
answer.
Yeah, and actually, I fucking love that kind of music too. Like, I love metal, but dude, that pop shit, it's awesome, dude. The production, especially that part, you know, the mixing and the mastering from the albums, that shit is sick, dude.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
I get it. I'm an outlaw country fan as well.
Fuck yeah,
Like
me too.
I love outlaw country music, like Willie Nelson, Waylon
Yeah, me too. I
Jennings,
love it, man.
all those old school outlaw guys, and even some of the newer ones, you know,
Yeah,
that
dude.
I'll hear every now and then.
I have a friend that she lives here in Mexico, but her family is from Texas, and she have a project, a country project down here, and it's awesome, dude. I'll send it to you.
Yeah, dude, shoot, send it over. I'd love to. I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, I'll send it to
Most
you.
definitely. Well, Billie Eilish.
Yeah, Billie Eilish, man. Billie
All
Eilish.
right. Well,
Hey, fun
everybody,
dinner.
you heard it right there. So, you know, you guys know that Bitzer, he's just a normal guy up there rocking out on the
Oh,
show.
fucking die, man. Please
Yeah.
talk to me.
Come say what's up at the show. Go see Medical Negligence like immediately if you get a chance. You know, if they're playing anywhere around, if they're not, go check them out on the social medias and all of the, you know, streaming services because I've been listening to them for 2 straight days like nonstop,
Thank
you
you, man.
know. And you know, we're ready to tell the world and that's what's great about the
Hell
show.
yeah.
That's what's great about people who are watching, you know, like take something away from it, you know, show some friends some metal. If you've already heard Medical Negligence, tell more of your friends. Like get refreshed and get excited about them again because they're about to be putting out some new material. So make sure that they're at the front
Yeah.
of your radar. We're going to be looking for them and you should be too. And I'm Bitzer, thank you so much for
Oh,
coming
man,
and
dude.
hanging out with us tonight, man.
Thank you so much for inviting me, dude. I can't believe I'm just checking that we just spent 2 hours talking, dude. I fucking
Dude,
love it, man.
Yeah.
This is how it
Hey.
goes. Like we at one point said that we were going to try to keep the shows to a certain time, and then we were like, that is like that feels too scripted, and
Yeah.
we almost like find ourselves watching the clock more than we do enjoying the show, and so we were like, forget that, man. We're going to hang out, and so we don't. Like I said, they're not even interviews; they're hangouts. Is what they
Dude,
are.
I love it, man. I love this thing, man. I love your podcast, dude. And thank you so much for having me, man. Like for real.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. because this is a fucking huge labor for metal, man. So I appreciate it a lot as a musician, and I respect your job. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank you. And thanks for coming on. And also, I want to say big thank you to Robbie from
Yeah,
Viscera
he's the
Disgust
man.
Media for helping connect us and get this going. So Robbie,
Yeah,
thank you.
Robbie, thank you
Thank
so
you for
much, man.
everything you do for all those bands like Medical Negligence, um, and Worm Flesh and Body of Filth and all of them. Infinite Sleep. Like I mean, there's been a bunch. So I know he works hard for everybody.
Yeah, I know.
So the guy's put in some time and he's doing some really cool stuff. So
Yeah, back
everyone
to the
go,
community, man.
yeah.
Like it's
So
people like
everybody
him.
check out Viscera Disgust Media. They represent a lot of bands and they're all great. They're all such great bands, just like Medical Negligence with Bitzer here. Like such good stuff. So seriously, go check it out. Check out
Thank you.
everybody. Most importantly, right now, go check out Medical Negligence. Give them a follow on Facebook, Instagram. I don't know. Are you guys on TikTok?
Yes, yes, we have
Yeah.
TikTok. We
Hit
we
them
don't
up
use
on
TikTok a
TikTok.
lot
Hit them up on
because
everything. Just look them up. Don't be
that's
afraid of what
that's
Google.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah,
TikTok is a little weird. Thanks again for joining us. Thanks for watching the show. Go check out Medical Negligence. And
thank you
until
so much.
next time,
Till next time.
Metal
Fuck
Block,
yeah. Hell
over
yeah.
and out.